करम एक बहुत स्पेशल कहानी है मेरे लिए, बहुत स्पेशल फिल्म रही है क्योंकि इसमें बहुत परफॉर्मेंस ओरिएंटेड रोल है मेरा। जॉन एक असैसिन यानी एक खूनी प्ले करते हैं और मैं उनकी बीवी प्ले करती हूँ, विच इज़ वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग फॉर मी क्योंकि एक बीवी का टर्मोइल जो होता है वो बहुत ज़्यादा होता है व्हेन यू नो यू आर प्लेइंग एन असैसिन्स वाइफ। एंड हमेशा हमारा कॉन्फ्लिक्ट पॉइंट यही रहता है कि मैं उसको बोलती हूँ ये काम छोड़ दो, मैं अपने बच्चे या मैं अपने फ्यूचर में ये नहीं चाहती हूँ, एंड कैसे कहानी वहाँ से प्रोग्रेस करती हूँ। Not really. This is an action film. It's an action romantic film actually. Thrills तो होते ही हैं उसमें. I am not into genres. If you notice, I am into playing different characters. And मैं अलग अलग किरदार प्ले करने की कोशिश करती हूँ, अलग अलग टाइप की फिल्में करने की कोशिश करती हूँ. मुझसे शादी कॉमेडी थी, ऐतराज़ एक थ्रिलर थी, ये एक एक्शन फिल्म है. So I mean I try and do different kinds of films. जी. संजय एफ गुप्ता मेरे कैमरामैन रह चुके थे मुझसे शादी करोगी में. दैट्स हाउ ही गॉट टू नो मी, और वहाँ पे उन्होंने मुझे स्क्रिप्ट सुनाई थी. माई रीज़न फॉर डूइंग द फिल्म वॉज इट्स अ पावरफुल स्टोरी एंड मुझे मालूम है संजय इसको अलग बनाएंगे. एंड हैरी बवेजा जो एक बहुत अच्छे प्रोड्यूसर हैं, उनके साथ मैंने कभी काम नहीं किया. सो वर्किंग विथ हिम and I think just the whole package. I'd never worked with John. I also wanted to work with him, and it's a very interesting story. So I thought doing that was very interesting. He's very sweet. I think he's very sweet. I think he's very professional. कभी मुझे इंतज़ार नहीं करवाया उन्होंने. कभी सेट पे अगर टाइम भी लग जाए किसी वजह से कि शॉट 3-4 घंटे पे नहीं हुआ, तो वो अपने वैन में बैठ के आराम से मूवी देखते हैं. कभी किच नहीं, कोई प्रॉब्लम्स नहीं. अपने स्टाफ से, दूसरों के स्टाफ से उनका बर्ताव बहुत अच्छा था. सो इज़ अ वेरी नाइस पर्सन. बहुत ठहरे हुए हैं, विच इज़ वेरी नाइस. आई थिंक ही इज़ डेफिनेटली वन ऑफ द मोस्ट अपकमिंग स्टार्स कमिंग अप. I think in the beginning of my career, I signed a lot of films, and a lot of those films are coming out now. So it seems to you all that I'm doing a lot of films, but I have 4 releases now: Karam, Barsat, Yaqeen, and Waqt. And after that, I have only 2 films on floor, which is Krish and then Subhashji's next film. So far, I'm not signing anything else until something really substantial comes along. I have become, ever since I finished all my films, which was in December. Now I'm only dubbing and publicity and stuff for my films. So I have become, yeah, relatively selective. Yeah, and that's exactly what I want to continue doing. मैं अपनी हर फिल्म में एक अलग किरदार निभाना चाहूँगी. मैंने अपनी हर फिल्म में अलग अलग तरह की प्रियंका प्रेजेंट करने की कोशिश की है. वेदर इट वाज मुझसे शादी, वेदर इट वाज ऐतराज़, वेदर इट वाज अंदाज़, और वेदर इट इज़ करम. सब में अलग अलग कैरेक्टर प्ले किया है मैंने. एंड आई डोंट वांट पीपल टू आइडेंटिफाई माई फेस विद जस्ट वन कैरेक्टर. I want to look different in most of my characters. So I work a lot for my films because I really enjoy doing what I do. Yeah. Yaqeen is a grey character that I have played. It is not at all like Aitraz, but that was a very bold kind of girl. She over here she plays. I play a housewife, but she's a little mentally off balanced. So वो एक negative character. Yeah. No, it's not that I don't want to do glamorous roles. Glamorous roles does not mean taking off your clothes. You can look glamorous by looking beautiful and wearing beautiful clothes. But that doesn't mean you have to take them off, you know. I think that's a very ridiculous funda that today's filmmakers have come up with. That films only sell because of, you know, exposure, which I think is not required at all. You won't see it in Karam, you won't see it in Yaqeen, you won't see it in Barsat, you won't see it in Waqt, none of my films. So I don't think it's a requirement at all. even a film like Etraz, which had such bold scenes and bold dialogues, you will not see exposure in the film, you know? So it's not a requirement. I have decided definitely that I don't want to do that because I don't think it's necessary at all. So, and Musafir was too much for me to do anyway.
किस तरह के रोल्स आप करना पसंद करेंगी? Are you happy with the glamorous image if you get which you have after Etraz, you have a glamorous image. Even after Andaz, you had a glamorous image. Or are you comfortable doing roles which maybe a housewife, maybe
Karam is a housewife. It is no makeup look. It is very different from what I did in Aitraz. Barsat is a small town Indian girl from Shimla, which is very different, but she's still glamorous. Then Yaqeen is a housewife. Waqt I play a housewife. So I mean I play different characters in all my films. You can't get slotted. That's what I hate. I want to break through that. I think it's a lot to do with. I mean, first of all, I won't say I'm one of the most successful actresses in the industry. That's saying too much for me. And I think it's just been about a year and a half, 2 years that I have been in the industry. And I think I love what I do. I'm very fond of doing what I do. I love my job, as I like to call it. And every breathing moment is about films. So I think it is your hard work, dedication, and the fact that you enjoy doing your work very much that gets you where it does.
There are also a lot of women-centric films being made now.
What film?
Women-centric films being made now. पहले भी ऐसी फिल्में बन रही थी. How do you think as the portrayal of women change in these films?
I think you can't generalize. There are a lot of, like Samay was a totally woman-centric film, but Sushmita Sen played a cop. Whereas Jism was a woman-centric film, where in Vipasha played a negative character. So you can't say every film is the same or every film can be the same or whatever. I think if every second film in the Indian film industry can be a hero-centric film, then at least one should be a female-centric film.
Thank you.
Thank you.